Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about how I planned my courses and my schedule for medical school application as well as my GPA. You might be wondering, what are my qualifications to be talking about this and giving you advice? And honestly, there are no qualifications. I am just one person that followed my own advice and got into medical school and just wanted to share some tips and tricks that I learned along the way. So let's get started. Number one, the most important thing you need to think about is where you want to go for medical school. If it's University of British Columbia, for example, is it Calgary, is it Toronto, is it in the United States? That is literally the beacon of light that will guide you towards getting into that school. Every single school has different requirements and it's completely annoying. But if you do your research, you'll know exactly, do they have prerequisites that they need? Do they need a full course load every single semester for like 2 years? What is it that they're looking for in an application? So the tips that I'm going to recommend here is just to be strategic with your application. If you know that you want to apply to University X, then you should fulfill their requirements to a T. For example, if University X requires you to have 2 full-time years of study, that means you need to take 4 or 5 courses, whatever is considered full-time, every single semester for a year. For me, I did not do that. I was in world literature and international studies. I took 4 courses per semester, and that is not considered full-time. So by the time I was applying for medical schools, they were like,
Mariam, just hold up right there. You are not eligible for medical school. I'm sorry, because you didn't take enough courses in a semester.
And I said to myself, wow, that is kind of crazy, because I didn't even know I wanted to be a doctor until 3rd year of university. So this advice is particularly helpful if you're early on in your studies, which allows you the flexibilities to schedule courses that are available in a way that matches your application eligibility requirements. You don't want to be in a position where you have to take 5 extremely hard courses in one semester just due to availability in later years. You don't have that much flexibility in scheduling these courses. Not fun, been there, done that, don't want to relive it. If you're like me and you left it to the last minute, honestly, the only thing you can do is apply to universities that don't have that eligibility requirement, or you can write a letter to the universities and say, this is why I wasn't unable to take a full course load, maybe because I was working or you're taking care of a sick relative. I did end up writing a letter to a university basically saying that there was a reason for me not taking a full course load, but they rejected it, so I tried. So besides course load requirements, number 2, course prerequisites. What does the university need you to take before they can accept your application? So sometimes that's English, sometimes that's science, blah, blah, blah. Take those courses and be smart about them. If it's really important for you to get a really good grade on this, maybe take that course in the summertime, or take it during a semester where you have, say, easier courses or courses that you really enjoy, so you're not stressed out all the time. So there's some debate over GPA boosters or courses that make your marks go higher because they're so easy. Honestly, what's wrong with that? If you have a selection of courses that you can use towards your degree and one of them is extensively easier than the other, why not choose that one? Of course, like if you're interested in a different course, just take that one because of your interest. But if you're there to try to raise your grades and try to make your application look a little bit more robust or attractive, why not take something that you know would boost your grades? I think it's a no-brainer. In conclusion, number 3, take some GPA boosters. I mean, honestly, you guys are probably gonna do that anyways. Number 4, ask yourself, do you have a strong science background or do you need some help? For example, the MCAT has biology, chemistry, organic chemistry, physics, a bunch of other stuff like psychology, I think some sociology concepts, as well as English. If you are weak in those subjects, why not take a course in your university that counts towards your degree as well as help prepare you for the MCAT? Some of you might be surprised to hear this, but I don't come from a science background. In university, I entered with world literature and international studies, and then I funneled myself into a health sciences degree in qualitative methodology as well as public health. And so do I think you need a science background or a science degree to get into medical school? No. And I'm living proof of that. Number 5. Okay, that's probably what you guys clicked on the video for. I hate to do it at the end, but that's just how my brain works sometimes. At my university, our GPA was out of 4.33. 4.33 was an A+, 4.0 was an A, 3.87 was an A-, and so forth. My GPA was a 4.03 by the time I graduated, but please keep in mind that I did not take full course loads for my full semesters, and nor did I take heavy science courses all the time. I was quite strategic in how I placed certain courses so that I was never overwhelmed in one semester, and I also had a part-time job as well as extracurriculars on the side. So all in all, I think I did very well, but I also did prioritize my schoolwork, and I did work really hard for it. I also did co-op for a couple semesters in addition to my extracurriculars and my part-time job. And all in all, with everything, it took me over 5 years to finish my degree at this university. Do I regret it? Not really. I'm where I need to be right now. So if things are taking you a little bit longer, I think just take your time, enjoy the present moment, and don't stress too much. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video and subscribe for more content. My goal is to have 100 subscribers by the end of August 2020. And if I get there, I will be putting that on my LinkedIn to just tell the world that I am a YouTube star. Okay, I'm not gonna do that, but I think I'm gonna sneeze.